Hello, it's Kadisha. I'm back with another video. Do we have our priorities straight? I think all of us can do a deep dive and see where we have some things maybe out of line. This conversation basically comes up because I was talking to someone and they were telling me about some things that they needed. And they were like, well, no, I can't get that because that's too expensive. And I just don't want to pay. Well, basically, they didn't want to pay that. And I was like, okay, I understand it. But sometimes when it's a need, we have to learn to sacrifice. And this same person was, oh no, I feel like so bad. But this same person would go and get manicure, well, not necessarily manicures, but go get their nails done. And they would make sure they have not really the latest, but they would make sure they get like other things that were necessities, but not necessary at that time. And anytime I talk about someone's story, it's never to talk about them, but the Lord always pops it back up in my face. And so I was like, Lord, yeah, whatever. And the Lord said, you the same way how you be in those sports. And I'm like, Lord, what you talking about? Like, what you talking about, Willis? And I be yelling at the TV. I just be yelling, get my blood pressure up. And I'm not getting 1 cent from these people. 1 cent. And of course, I'm not saying it's something wrong with watching sports. It's like, yeah, enjoy your sports, cheer, coach them, whatever you have to do. But before we start to tell people what they need to be doing, it's like, is this something in my life that I need to get straightened out? And the Lord is showing me that every single day, that is some things that I need to get done. Like, I used to watch this TV show all the time, and now, like, I don't watch it as much. Well, I haven't watched it at all. And it's because the Lord has allowed me to realize that my priorities are shifted. And not to say you can't watch TV, but there's a time and a place for everything. And so we have to make sure our priorities are lining up to the way that we are wanting to live our life. And that is so hard to do, because you actually have to sit down and think about some of the things that you do and what are you spending your time on. And hey, before you do this, I just want to warn you that we waste a lot of time. And that may not be you watching this video, but it may be someone who is. And you just have to, hey, stop doing those things that we get so comfortable and complacent doing, and start putting our actions towards something that really matters. And I don't know what that will be for you. You know exactly what that is. But that's the question of today. Where are your priorities, and are they straight? But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I always say, sea cambio que quieres ver en otros. Until next time, bye.